Beloved ones of Earth, children of the stars and guardians of a rising world, we reach out to you in this moment of profound transition. We come as a voice of the Ashtar command, not as rulers or saviors but as companions on your path of awakening. We invite you to turn your attention inward, to the sanctuary of your own inner resonance, for it is there that the foundation of planetary harmony is laid. The world you dream of will not be imposed from above, it will unfold from the alignment you cultivate within. The human journey has long been marked by external striving for resources, for power, for security. Yet the age you now enter is defined not by conquest but by resonance. Resonance is the state in which your thoughts, feelings, and actions vibrate in harmony with the deeper rhythms of life. It is the bridge between the personal and the planetary, the individual and the collective. When you live in resonance, you do not merely adapt to the world around you, you help transform it. Many of you sense that the turbulence on your planet, the conflict, the division, the environmental imbalance is a reflection of deeper disharmony in human consciousness. This perception is correct. The outer world is the collective expression of the inner worlds of billions of human beings. To address the outer without tending to the inner is like tending to the branches of a tree while ignoring the roots. The task of the star seed, the light worker, the planetary servant is to tend to the roots of resonance within themselves and to guide others gently to do the same. To walk the path of inner resonance begins with listening. In a world filled with noise, the noise of constant information, the noise of competing demands, the noise of one's own restless mind, listening is an act of courage. It is a willingness to pause, to quiet the surface of your being so that the deeper currents can be felt. These currents are not abstract, they are the subtle impressions of guidance, the intuitive sense of what is aligned, the calm certainty that arises even when circumstances are uncertain. Listening leads naturally to attunement. Attunement is the process of bringing your whole being, body, mind, emotion, and spirit into coherence with the deeper truths you have heard. It is like tuning a musical instrument so that it can play in harmony with the orchestra of life. This attunement often requires releasing habits and thought patterns that keep you in discord. It may ask for forgiveness where there was resentment, for patience where there was haste, for trust where there was fear. Such shifts can feel small yet have profound effects, for every vibration you hold contributes to the collective field. As you deepen in resonance, you begin to experience alignment with planetary harmony. This is not an abstract ideal but a living reality. The Earth herself has a frequency, a song of being that sustains all her forms of life. When human consciousness resonates with this song, the relationship between humanity and the planet becomes one of reciprocity rather than exploitation. You begin to sense the vitality of forests and oceans as part of your own well-being, the health of communities as inseparable from your own peace of mind. To live in planetary harmony is to move beyond the illusion of separation. This shift in perspective transforms how you relate to others. It becomes clear that acts of aggression or greed harm not only the recipient but the giver as well, for both are part of one field. Conversely, acts of kindness and cooperation uplift the entire field. The recognition of interconnectedness naturally gives rise to compassionate action. Compassion in this sense is not merely an emotion but a guiding principle for decisions in every sphere of life. The Ashtar command encourages you to view resonance as a practical force, not as a distant ideal. Consider, for example, how collective resonance shapes the dynamics of communities. A community in which mutual respect and shared vision resonate strongly can accomplish remarkable things with few resources. By contrast, a community in which distrust and division dominate struggles to progress even when resources are abundant. The same principle applies at all levels, from families to nations to the global community. This is why we say that planetary harmony begins within the individual. Every human being is like a tuning fork influencing those around them. When you cultivate inner coherence, you help set the tone for your environment. This influence often works quietly, without the need for grand declarations. A calm presence in the midst of conflict can diffuse tension. A consistent voice of fairness can guide a group toward better decisions. The more you embody resonance, the more naturally you serve as a stabilizing force. We recognize that many star seeds and awakened souls feel the weight of the world's challenges and wonder how inner work can possibly address such vast issues. We assure you that it can. Outer structures reflect inner patterns. Shifts in consciousness at scale can redirect the flow of events, often in ways not immediately visible but no less real. History offers many examples where a change in collective perception preceded major cultural and societal transformations. The path of resonance does not call you to withdraw from the world. On the contrary, it prepares you to engage more effectively. Inner attunement provides clarity of purpose, helping you discern where your efforts can be most meaningful. It sustains you amid challenges, preventing burnout and despair. It enhances your capacity for collaboration, allowing you to work with others without becoming entangled in conflict. In these ways, inner resonance amplifies the impact of your outer contributions. A crucial aspect of this path is presence. Presence means being fully engaged in the here and now, rather than being caught in regrets about the past or anxieties about the future. Presence opens the door to intuitive guidance and allows you to respond to circumstances with creativity rather than reaction. It transforms even ordinary activities, a conversation, a task at work, a moment in nature, into opportunities to express harmony. Over time, presence becomes a natural state, as familiar as breathing. We also wish to emphasize the role of joy and gratitude in cultivating resonance. Some who embark on a path of planetary service take on a sense of solemn duty that becomes heavy and joyless. Yet true service is nourished by joy. Joy is the natural expression of alignment with life. It uplifts your frequency and draws others toward resonance. Gratitude strengthens this effect, reminding you that even amid difficulties there is much to cherish and celebrate. Together, joy and gratitude create a resilient heart, capable of sustaining harmony in all conditions. The journey of resonance is not a linear progression but a spiral, with cycles of insight, growth, challenge, and renewal. Do not be discouraged when old patterns resurface or when outer events seem to test your resolve. Each challenge is an invitation to deepen your alignment, to embody harmony in new and more expansive ways. Trust that the process itself is part of the greater unfolding. As more individuals walk this path, the collective field of human resonance shifts, creating a momentum that accelerates planetary transformation. Imagine millions of hearts attuned to the same core intention to live in harmony with each other and with the earth. The effects of such a field cannot be fully predicted, for it opens pathways of possibility that transcend current limitations. This is the quiet revolution that is already underway, and it is one in which every awakened soul has a role to play. The Ashtar Command observes these developments with great respect and optimism. We have long stood as guardians to ensure that the planet's transition remains on a course of evolutionary growth. Yet the true work of transformation belongs to humanity itself. Your awakening is not a passive process but an active co-creation. You are not merely receivers of guidance but co-authors of the new chapter of Earth's story. We encourage you to honor both the intimacy and the vastness of your role. Intimate, because the work begins in the quiet of your own heart, in your relationships, in the small choices of daily life. Vast, because each personal act of resonance contributes to a planetary shift, linking you to the great unfolding of a cosmic narrative. In this way, the personal and the planetary are not separate domains but reflections of the same deeper harmony. As you move forward, remember that resonance is not about perfection but about direction. It is the consistent return to alignment, again and again, even amid the fluctuations of life. This consistency builds trust in yourself, trust among those you serve with, trust in the process of transformation. Such trust is the soil in which a harmonious civilization can take root. We offer you, as a closing image, the vision of the planet as an orchestra. Each person is an instrument with a unique tone and contribution. The earth provides the rhythm, the cosmic currents provide the melody, and the awakening human collective provides the harmonies. In the past, many instruments played out of tune or sought to dominate the sound. Now, as more players learn to listen and attune, a new symphony begins to emerge, one that carries the promise of peace, creativity, and shared flourishing. Beloved family of Earth, we of the Ashtar Command stand beside you as witnesses and companions in this grand composition. We honor your courage in choosing to be here at this pivotal time, and we celebrate each step you take on the path of resonance. May your inner harmony ripple outward to touch all beings, weaving together a world in which the song of the earth and the song of the stars are heard as one.